cosmic revolutionaries.
Having invented the gods, we can turn into them. It's not that God created man, but rather than matter led to the emergence of man, which eventually will lead to the emergence of substrate-independent minds. So it's not that God created us as much as that we are going to turn into gods.
To become aware, to learn to perceive. The spaces we inhabit. We have a lot more control than we realize. To see the world through rose-colored lenses. Courageously embrace the uncertainty of that freedom. It requires a boldness of character as well. We do have the capacity to turn our lives into a work of art. To learn to perceive the feedback loops between our creative and linguistic choices and our consciousness and our experience. In other words, the extraordinary capacity that we have to sculpt and mold our lives, the spaces we inhabit, the people we surround ourselves with, by curating spaces, by curating circumstance, we essentially co-author our experience. A lot of people go through life thinking that they don't have any control, that life is just happening to them. That's not true. We have a lot more control than we realize, and this extraordinary control comes from the power of feedback loops. You literally can decide, can almost author an afternoon into being. To see the world through rose-colored lenses. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to look for the beautiful in every possible experience. That intention, that agency, coupled with action, it creates a self-amplifying feedback loop. In other words, the intention to be optimistic makes me stumble upon all these things that make me feel more optimistic, and so on and so forth.
We are cosmic revolutionaries.
By cultivating rich social networks, by cultivating weak ties, not just close ties, but the weak ties, by becoming connectors and by connecting others so that they connect us, we create a world in which these self-amplifying feedback loops feed on top of each other. So, good circumstances lead to other good circumstances, which lead to other good circumstances, and each one of them it encourages us to then live more openly and participate in that sort of creative flow space. It requires a boldness of character as well, because the realization of the dizzying freedom we have to compose our lives, if I can do anything, right, it can be paralyzing. We do have the capacity to turn our lives into a work of art. But I think that if we are able to courageously embrace the uncertainty of that freedom and then exercise, discerning and smart and refined creative and linguistic choices every step of the way, we do have the capacity to turn our lives into a work of art.
Having invented the gods, we can turn into them.
Our intention as humans should be to never forget, as Ellen Harrington said, that we are cosmic revolutionaries. And see the universe with consciousness, and that is my intention.